Lex, please score. You can
I've
do
scored
it,
in
bro.
the stream. Everyone that
I
I
know
scored in the
you
same
have
very
scored in the
game. It's
stream.
crazy what's going on.
I'm talking about.
No, I'm just gonna miss on purpose then because my goals ain't valued. No, I'm just gonna miss on purpose. What's the point?
Hey, that's a new one. That's gotta be a new one.
A few moments later.
It's goal. It's a goal. Look at him. Look at him. Look
No.
at him. This is your moment.
It's your moment.
Look at this guy. Look at him.
Oh, save.
Hey.
You can't score every.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Minna says, Flex, you miss 100% of the shots you take. I can't.
Well, I don't because I've scored today.
Flex. That's who I know. That's the guy I know.
Did he try to think
That's the guy I know. That's the guy I know. That's the guy I know. We're in, Flex. What are you gonna do?
Oh,
go wild with the terms.
Flex. That's beautiful. What's he gonna do? It's Flex.
Oh, he thought about the dink.
That's beautiful. That. We can Flex.
oh.
Big challenge, Flex. Go on, it's all you.
He's offside.
Bruh.
My goals ain't valued. My goals ain't valued. My goals ain't valued.
Bro.
And that just proves my point.
What do you mean? Your goals ain't
Proves my
valued?
point that
Bro, that's
no
the
one values.
funniest. Bro, there's a lot of dinks, bro. Why was he so committed to the dink today? Like, I don't understand. I've never seen someone.
Do you know? Do you know why? Do you know why I was committed? Because I was annoyed because FIFA was doing that thing where I always score them dinks. But it was just make it. I do.
No,
they was just making them. They was just making them not go in. And how I know my goals ain't appreciated is it's so convenient. It's so, I'm glad Owen made that edit the way he did because it proves my point. There wasn't one of because that not one of my goals was on there, so they're clearly not fake. No one cares about them. No one cares about the goals I did score. Otherwise, they'd be on the highlight reel. No, I got more than that.
No, wait, go on. How many goals?
I got more than that. I scored bare goals.
How many?
I scored about 5-6 goals today. Easy. But the narrative, I'm glad you look puzzled because you're like, "Rah, did you?" Yes, I did. But you don't believe that because you just remember the negatives.
I believe you scored 3 goals in that game where you missed all those chances. There was one game.
I know, but out of all the other games, you think I didn't score another 3 or 4 more?
Scored like
the comeback game against Real Madrid, where we actually came back. I scored 2 in that as well.
No, that's the game that we're talking about, bro.
I scored a hat-trick in that, and I've scored some other ones littered around as well. Nah, man. Nah.
Hey, not littered around. Chill out. Chill out. Don't say he was just...
Nah, play me now.
Oh, my goodness. We're doing the
Play me now.
show. Just
play me now. Play me now.
Show. Welcome people to the show. That's
Pricks,
what I
bro. Nah.
We're going to do this.
Nah. It's my chat. Nah, man.
Welcome people to the show. Welcome people to our show, bro. This is
I want you to because I'm kind of the community. I don't know, it's a bit frosty.
No, because you've gone at the community today. You blamed your own community that you built.
I said I don't know
what you're talking about. Community that you built and said you don't know what I'm talking. Bro, you done a me. This is me. Then after you said,
but they didn't know what they were talking about though.
You said block out the noise when they wasn't talking. Like they actually can't be heard. I didn't mean that. I said like he's crying in his car. I said, look what happens when you do block it out. It got us to a point where we could function again. But anyway, the stream has started, like they said. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the You know what's funny about the show? Do you know what's funny about the show? I thought we was I'll honestly tell you, I really thought we was filming this for later. So when he said he's crying in his car, I was like, what?
How did he say that?
No idea. Wait,
you didn't know this was live. You didn't know this was live. See what I mean? But this is what I mean. He can get away with all of this kind of stuff.
Wait, I was sitting there like, why is he talking? Like, and I was like, oh my God, there's people here. Hello, people.
Yeah, real life people.
I am tired, bro.
You are live. KG, you are live on United View. Please do not swear. Now, be serious, man. We've got a lot to talk about, bro. United make real changes because I want to talk to you properly about like the
man. Should we not talk about Should we not
And
talk
Casemiro.
No, there's stuff to talk about, bro.
There's loads to talk about. Onana benched. Like we got a lot. We got loads of stuff to talk about. Where do you want to start?
I want to start with me and Owen's situation because we're friends at the moment.
That's not the news. That's not.
Why? People are
there's real. You said there's real stuff to talk about, and I said, where do you want to start? And you said, I want to start me and Owen's standoff.
Yeah, because it was a real standoff, and he thought that I wasn't serious. I was really misunderstood in the standoff. So I just want to say that, but we sorted everything out. That's all I wanted to do, is because there was a lot of vicious rumors saying that our relationship, there's problems, and yeah, it's all sorted now, and I'm cool with Flex. We're all on good terms again for now, until the next bust up. All right, cool. Let's go.
Do you know what? Let's start with the Onana thing, actually, because I want you to have your say on that, because it's kind of like in the last hour.
Do you know
that game's kicked off actually now as well?
Do you know what it is? It's embarrassing. Like, I'm looking at the situation with Onana right now, and if he can be dropped for his nation, he's been dropped, right? For potentially his cousin or something like that. I don't know if his cousin's
potentially. It is his cousin, yeah.
His cousin's playing, yeah?
Yeah.
I was speaking to NN, Cameroonian, saying he's Cameroonian. He's like, look, these other goalkeepers have not played enough football, so they have to go with the better goalkeeper, who is Onana. But the host nation, the Cameroon have said, absolutely not.
Crazy. Must-win game as well.
Must-win game. They said, no way. Now, you got to ask yourself, if they're saying no way, how come it's only taking them one game to realize? One game to realize.
And that's a comeback from retirement too, by the way.
One game. Bro, do you know how many mistakes we've had on the stage? There's been so many. Obviously, they don't have the thing of buying him. The difference for them is they didn't buy him for as much as we bought him for. He just has to play for his nation. That's the difference. So dropping him is not as explosive as it would be for Man United. But at the same time, there was that moment as long arrived by Brian Deere, even though Brian Deere should have been given a game at some point. Now, I don't know if this is gonna, because we have to think about the player that we potentially get back. If they get knocked out today, that's gonna do. He's been dropped for his nation and he's traveling home. That can't be.
If they win this game against Gambia, which they'll be favourites to do, but let's say they do win it, keep a clean sheet. You know how it goes. They're gonna go, well, just play his cousin again. Do you know what I mean? Imagine Onana's just eating bench like game after game with like they start doing better without him. It's like I can see him just saying, "I'm coming yard." I could see him after this, after being dropped for this. I could see him coming yard from that. I could see it in the morning.
Not today. Not straight away. He couldn't come home straight after this. He would come like
stranger things that happen, bro. I could see it. I could see.
There's no way back though.
No, not Cameroon, but maybe he goes, yeah, that's it. Because there's still the talk of the Etu thing, the friction. Like, obviously,
there shouldn't be any friction right now. You're playing for your nation, innit? I don't understand what's getting. Honestly, yeah, this situation is a joke. Like in the things that I want to fix. Someone asked me, what would I like to change? What would be one of my first changes at Man United with the money that we can potentially raise? And he's on the chopping block. Absolutely, yeah.
First thing.
One of the first things, absolutely. Don't trust him at all.
You're like,
don't trust him at all. After that, after what's his name? It's about Leon Bailey. There's Leon Bailey, yeah.
That's the one.
Leon Bailey one.
That was the one where you said
the Champions League already done me. The Leon Bailey one, I can't even like. It was a mess. Also, by the way, you need to remember one of your members. You done him dirty. A guy called Josh. Yeah. Josh, he's a regular, and you forgot him.
I saw that. Yeah, I just see it there.
Yeah, so I would like you to just apologize.
I did apologize. I did apologize last time.
Yeah?
I did.
Well done.
And I apologize. And I apologize again because I remember he came on the. He also put he tweeted me as well.
justice for
tweeted,
Josh.
Yeah, he tweeted.
Because you
he
can't
tweeted.
treat Josh like that. He's really important. You know, a big contributor to the channel. Always here. Bare jokes in the chat.
100%.
Talking about, you know, he stands with me.
Crazy. He says, Matt, like
He
Josh's
says,
sense of humor.
it's all for me, fam. That sense of
Josh the last one was like, "I'm sorry, guys." We was like, "No, don't say sorry. Don't apologize. You can say how you feel." Like Josh is just, yeah.
All right,
Josh,
but what's your thoughts on?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Onana? Because am I getting too far? Because again, people are saying United always. United's always the person that he's always in the chat as well. That always tried to keep me on the right side of things. Yeah, he's saying, look, he's got a high save percentage. I should really like be kinder to this guy and not treat him like that. Yeah, but the eye test is giving strong AFCON, fam. I don't know if you saw Ivory Coasted. I don't know if you saw the goalkeeper. It's crazy. Wait, it's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. And as a proud African Nigerian,
how do you feel? Because I feel like
as a proud Nigerian man, I've looked at it and said,
"What?
This might be arting." You know, like there's stuff that I know we're good at. I know there's stuff that we're good at. Like this is us. Yeah. Some things you gotta be like, it's not for us, bro. Did you see the? Did you see the save? Did you see the? Have you seen what the Ghanaians, when they tried to dip? Yeah, the Ghanaians said, "We just want to ask questions."
They tried to stop the whole media.
They said we had media. We don't care. We want to ask questions.
Nah, they stopped the bus from leaving, bro. You know how mad that is.
Because we're few, and that's the African energy. Yeah.
And then the Ivorians, bro. They just the fans. They shut down the whole.
Really, because football is important. It's important. So when you're making mistakes like this, my thing is, I've got to see a big difference in the way. I got to see a big difference in Onana, a huge one. I got to see someone that comes back and is incredibly locked in. That's it. It's not our thing. That's the one thing I'm just saying. I don't think, and I don't want to just say the whole nation, but we just goalkeeping is just the flexibility. Like, you know me, just imagine, what would you rate my flexible and agility? Like, if I was a fever character.
Slow. Light. Probably a light 14.
No. I was gonna get to that. 14.
14 agility. Reflexes might be 19 out of 100.
Is that what what's the chat saying? Surely
Max says.
No, but just agility, not flexibility, just agility. Like, what you say, my agility is that low? I was thinking
minus 19, Max saying. They're saying it's a bit 0, mate. 0.
That's out of order. I'm gonna be diving and getting to stuff, but wow, minus 15.
Minus 15. Yeah.
I'm gonna say agility wise for me
0.5.
Minus
30.
There you go. Agility. Thanks, James. Thank you. But that's not what. That's not enough. My thing is
Finish.
That's not bro, all I'm saying is that's not enough. That's not getting it done. And that's feeling like how my boy Onana just getting down low and getting to saves and stuff. And you know, even when Schmeichel, bro, you saw Peter Schmeichel and says, I don't know why he does that. I don't know why he's jumping before getting down low. It's like, there's so many things. I've got so many issues. And I feel like if you don't fix the goalkeeper, I'm going.
Josh! Josh. Nah. Josh, you're savage. Josh. You're a treasure, bro. You're a treasure. Josh, you're a treasure. You are fully a national treasure, bro.
I got him. Go on, man.
Josh. Hey, big up Josh, man. You just nice.
I got him an apology today.
Man said he's more flexible than you, bro. Big up Josh, man. What a guy. Yeah.
No, but real talk, that's it. So what are you saying?
Yeah. I'm saying I tried in it. I tried/trying. I want to see, the faith. I want to put faith in, but I can't lie, man. Every time I see him in net, bro, it's just mad, bro. I just can't see it getting any better. I can't. Even this thing, like, don't get me wrong, like when the team plays a bit better, maybe like, playing out from the back, all that stuff. I'm talking about saving the flipping thing, bro. I'm talking about saving the actual ball, bro. I've never seen so many saves that actually keep the ball out of the net look so wrong before. Like even the successful saves I'm talking about, they still look mad. They look mad. Like like on EAFC, like when they make games and stuff, they got to get the mechanics right. Like so they get they stick the things on the on the thing. They couldn't do that to him. They couldn't ask him to replicate a goalkeeper's movements for the game so that we can bet, because it'd be wrong. It'd be wrong, bro. They couldn't plug him into the wicked CGI thing, bro. The green screen. When they got the robot helmet thing on and they got all the wires. It's not. So they're putting Trent in there. They're saying, show us the wicked free kick. Like, like putting De Bruyne in there on the half turn to get the motion. They ain't gonna go to him and say, like, we need to see what the keepers are saying.
Yeah,
so, like,
and they've dropped, bro. You don't drop Man United's #1 that they sport their big signing.
That's
a guy
crazy.
you don't do that in their must-win game.
They fully just
That's
went,
the last piece. That's the last piece of it to break. I've seen all the comments. You don't drop. I've seen all, and they're wicked. You don't do that. So all it is United says he's going to keep the receipts. Please keep these receipts, man. But it's crazy. I would love a turnaround, but I'm beyond. I would love it. I would love to say, oh my God, that's the guy that we didn't rate before. But I just know that another situation, Howler's gonna come again. We know that for sure. My thing is, if there's a player that I liked that I wish we signed and it could have been cheaper, and that's the Aston Villa goalkeeper. I just liked him. I just always thought he's good. And he's a madman. But I just like that attitude. I think he just
but so's Onana, bro. He's a madman as well.
No, but not in the way where he's like, it's mad effective for us. Onana's got. I don't
know if I'll have Emi Martinez though. I'll have him over Onana, but I mean, like, no, that's what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean that I want.
I'm not saying that. That's what I would have wanted in the past. Now I would. You have to kind of move forward, but Premier League experience, what he's doing in there. He can do a job. You know what I'm saying? And like, his kicking is somewhat decent. The confidence is there. My thing is, Onana's got the confidence, but right now the ability is just lacking at the moment. Now, don't get me wrong. Him, like how people feel about Ten Hag, he has to end to the end of the season. But I know that, and it's a good segue. But I know that Omar and the rest of the Sir Brailsford and them man there, they got their eye on him. The way they're looking, how they're shopping out.
That's a good segue. Yeah. Just look at and that's a good segue because I want to talk to you about Omar. Dwight York 2 says Dwight York 2 says my older brother was a goalie and I was a striker. Onana's mechanics are not correct for textbook fundamental saves. Not good. Yeah, you could just see it. Like even when he makes a save, like I said, like the way he might palm it or reach a ball, it just doesn't look correct. It doesn't look correct. And then when you see him mess it up, it definitely doesn't look correct. Nessie, been a member for 18 months. Big up to you. Says, big up to my favorite show on YouTube. Do you guys think Onana starts on Sunday? Actually, before we move on from the Onana thing. Oh, wait, what was that? Can I compare the swimmers to the goalkeepers?
This is because I asked that. I said, listen, that
if you see like when you see us, let me play Flex. I said when you see us in the swimming thing, yeah, you know it's an early round of the heats. It's early. We haven't got into the serious fuck. You know, like when we get to the finals, you see like sprinting, yeah. I expect to see a lot of Jamaicans there. You know, in the finals, I expect to see mad Jamaicans and Craig Pickering. You know, Craig is just and Craig is still gonna leave, sir. If you see us in the swimming thing, yeah.
No.
With Phelps in them, man.
Comfortable.
It's not like it's comfortably.
Yeah. And there was another thing. Today I saw there's a first black snowboarder, I think, or something like that.
See, well, that's the board in that. That's the board does that. So
what was it? I want to find out what that
there's bone density matter in them kind of things. But I'm talking like if you type in Eddie the Eel, yeah. Is this African guy that was swimming, bro? He took long.
Wait.
Took long.
I don't know where it is. I can't find it. I don't know if it's snowboarding, but there was the first black person to do it.
No,
but
cool
anyway,
running. So it's called the snowboard. You let man snowboard, didn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm saying because the board is like important for all of that, innit? I'm talking where it's important that bone density and just
But what I don't get is really we should have a lot better swimmers as well, because really, well, from a Caribbean perspective, I know a lot of Caribbeans who live back a yard where they jump off the boats, they're going down, they can get fish, they're like proper
it's
things,
not
like
racing
but
though.
it's different with it.
Phelps is burning lactic, bro. He's different. The wingspan is different. You know, there's some games where you think, yep, you man, this is you lot. Like you lot are gonna be killing that. Like when I see like the Nigerian version of Littler, then I know it's weird. Now I know that anything's possible.
Palmera. So it wasn't Moby from SSX Tricky. Black
I remember that. That was
that was a wicked game. I can't remember if it was the first black snowboarder, but I heard it on the news today. It was the first black of some form of sport, and I remember going, "Rah, that's crazy." But I want to talk to you.
Let's go.
Nigerian Littler. Nah, Owens.
When I see the Nigerian Littler, I know that we can do anything.
What, darts?
Yeah, that's when I know we can do anything.
Bro, what's his face? Big up to AV, yeah. Avelino come through the studio yesterday, yeah. United Therapy, yeah. And he was gassing Sir Dave Brailsford. I need you to see the clips, yeah. And he was also gassing up Omar, yeah. Mm-hmm. His name is Omar Days, bruv. He says his name is not Omar Barada. Oh my god,
that's
Omar Days. Yeah,
that's
he said,
great.
nah.
That's great work.
Obviously, AV's got the mad wordplay.
Yeah.
You can't really.
That's that.
So he's saying like, yeah, this is it. We're on to a winner. We're on the up flex. I'm telling you that now. I push back a little. I'm like, listen, it's early days, just to give the other side, He's saying no. People, we keep trying to cuss Dave Brailsford to say like it ain't a cycling thing. He goes, that's why they're not in the positions. That's why they're not sir, is what he said. He said, you know who revolutionized cycling? He came up with the concept of marginal gains.
Gains.
He said he is an elite. He changed the question. He said the question is what does he know about success? And the question is a very lot. And he likened it to how someone like Kobe Bryant would say, like, if I worked out that if I start training earlier more than these people, then the likeliness is I'm going to be better. Like just the small things that are transferable across. He goes, that's why Ronaldo's going around Francis Ngannou's house. Like, he's not MMA, it's not football. Greatness, like process. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So he's saying it doesn't matter about cycling. He goes, so Dave Brailsford can't do cycling. I didn't know shit about cycling. But he went in there with what he's done. He goes, he had cyclists bringing in their own pillows so that they have a better sleep. He had them washing their hands in different kind of ways. Now, many changes one change might sound insignificant, but he was saying that many changes across the board, you can get an extra 10-15% out of performance.
Absolutely.
That's why he's called Sir. So he was on that. So
true.
What's your feeling about
Omar
and Sir Dave Brailsford?
Well, we have to start with Sir Dave Brailsford. he's come. They've stepped into Man United, and they've had a look round. You know, even when on the first day, they had a look and said, "All right, let's look at this outfit and what's going on here. There's value here, but they're not meeting all of their recommendations, or they're not meeting all the requirements because of how they move." And one of the first things, recruitment, disgusting. But okay, but let's really look at the recruitment. Why is recruitment not working? Well, the types of players they're bringing in, they're only getting them because they're paying more than the other clubs are willing to offer. Well, then let's talk to the type of player that is, because the players that we're bringing in, it's taking down the level. Like, there's no pride in these guys that are working here. You can't see the pride, because why would you, like, it goes back to Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez just turned down the chance of winning a Premier League medal with Man City to come and take how many 100,000 a week? How many 100,000s a week? But then that's the rot. The rotting from there is you got all these players that have no interest in winning. They're just picking up wages. So then after, are they going to run the extra? Are they going to run? Are they going to work hard? Do they feel like they've, right now, like we had Sancho that went on a real sabbatical from football from one critique, bro. Just imagine, you saw how the Ghanaians were acting through them, like, coming out the competition. He didn't have that kind of all those Ghanaians had to walk through that, you know, and get back on the bus and go home. Yeah, and they booed them wickedly. You talk about mental, bro. Them Ghanaians in that thing said, no way. Yeah. So we're not even talking about heavy, like, yes, there's pressure, but then it's disgusting. We just got this thing, and I'm not gonna just blame Sancho, because many have come here for the check. Even let's call Rashford, let's call it out. Rashford's in a situation where Rashford's in games not running back. You have to believe you've made it, and you've got nothing else to prove, nothing to do. You heard Maguire. Maguire said, "I've got nothing to prove in this jersey. The manager respects me. When I play, we win." Maguire, really? Win what, Maguire? Because you shouldn't be able to say that as a Man United player. You've been one of the, in terms of winning captains, you're one of the worst. Let's be honest. And when you did win, you had to hold the cup with somebody else.
Yeah, mad. Yeah.
Do you know how mad that is? So there's this period of these guys that are on incredible wages to do nothing. And they're fine with it, because guess what? The check's still going to come. And that's why you have to cut. Even it's going to hurt us. We're going to have to start getting rid of certain players, because absolutely. I shouldn't be able to watch Wigan versus Man United and be like, "Oh, the difference," or Man United versus Nottingham and not see the difference, or Man United versus Newcastle and not B team, C team, and not see a difference. That should not happen anymore. And what it is, we spoke about it so many times, desire is low. The application is low. It stinks here. And until we rip down this thing and the culture gets right, why is it that Liverpool can play, I don't know, a Newcastle or anyone, teams that play with, not even a full strength team. They could be a player down injured, and you still know they're going to put in everything. Man United, oh my goodness. If something goes bad for us, we lost Rashford against, what team was it when Rashford done that little stamp thing? And we lost our heads.
Copenhagen.
2-0 up. What kind of players are these?
And it was 2-2 by half time.
And we can't
36th minute, 36th or 37th minute. Couldn't hold out for 10 minutes to half time. 2-0. Conceded 2 by then.
Bro, you said when we did the
then got back to 3-2 with a penalty from Bruno.
And
then we still lost. It was 3-2 with 10 minutes to go.
Absolutely. You said in the Arsenal one was in the studio, and he said they always do this. You shouldn't be able to know that this is what we do. Yeah. You're like, we're going to concede. We're all in there. Flex, stop being negative. No flex. Like, literally, the whole thingy, go conceded. This thing, Brelsford is in there looking at all of it. And now you added Omar as well. And he's one of them ones that are going to watch and say, Jesse Lingard doesn't happen. David De Gea doesn't happen. Bailly doesn't happen. And this is the players that are leaving for free, by the way. All of these players that have left for free, Phil Jones never happens.
Mata
doesn't happen.
Matic.
Matic doesn't happen.
Was that free? I think it was free.
Vidic doesn't happen. Wait, Vidic. Did we get money for Vidic?
I can't remember.
All these, can you imagine? I saw when Owen did the show this morning, I was in shock. He said we owe 300 or something in terms of transfers that we have to pay off. And how much money's coming back? 60 million. It's not okay.
Mad, isn't it?
That's what Omar is gonna bring. So when people are saying why Man United acting like they bought in Pep Guardiola and they don't understand, we're not excited about. It's the fact that there's structure in this club now. There's people that won't allow for all these mistakes of the past to go away. Like, this is finally someone is paying attention to the books. Finally, there's a committee that are saying, hey, you want to bring in Mason Mount. Is that a good idea?
Alexis Sanchez. Oh, yeah, that doesn't happen either. Ooh.
It's disgusting. It's this. As a club, yeah, it stinks, bro. So when you talk to me about, remember when we said, why are you not angry? This is what I'm angry about. I'm not angry about the games. I'm looking at this whole club and saying, we let Pogba leave. Pogba, we brought him back and he left for free again. You didn't learn. You didn't learn what he did.
Got a new deal. Remember, under Ollie, when Ollie felt bad for him, give him a new deal, 100 bag a week. Didn't play a game. Well, he played a couple of games, actually. Played all right. But only just left last season. Phil Jones.
Man United is the only club that can get a player that's not in the England team to get back into the England team and be in great form. And he leaves for free as well. Jesse Lingard. I've never seen that. He went and raised his value, bro. He went to West Ham and got good. He literally got good. And everyone we're doing this again. Celebration moments. Only for Jesse Lingard to be somewhere in Dubai doing warm weather training.
And Barada, Omar Barada was part of the ship and the decisions. He turned down Harry Maguire. He vetoed Harry Maguire because he said it's too expensive. Diaz instead.
What are we saying about the allegations, though? What if he gets? Is there any?
These are quotes. I'm going to read you some quotes. Quotes. In terms of Harry Maguire, we have shown very clearly that over the last few seasons, it's obviously when he was at City, that we will only go for a transfer if we feel it is the right valuation. So we look at the player's quality, age, experience, what he can bring to the team, and then decide the correct valuation. If we feel it's the right one, we will do it. If not, we will walk away from the deal and look for other candidates. But at the same time, if we walk away from a certain deal, it doesn't mean we necessarily have to go for another player to fill that position. We will only get the players that we feel will improve our squad and make a significant contribution.
That's it. That's the energy, bro.
Best in class.
Best in class. And that's the energy. Honestly, having him here, it's going to get... There's a lot of things that have to go wrong in terms of they're going to have to cut a lot up. I remember Brandon Williams playing well and then he getting a big contract.
Got a big deal. Brandon Williams is probably, he's probably, and look, I don't blame him for going to buy cars and all that. I'm not saying that, but he's probably on about 50 grand, 50, 60 grand.
I think he's on more.
Maybe 70.
Probably.
And he signed that deal.
Probably. Look at the whips that these guys are driving. I think there's not enough. There's not enough hunger. Like that, some of our players, some of our fringe players get played more than Mo Salah before he got the new big deal contract.
Yeah, mad.
Some of them, you shouldn't be on that. There's a time. What probably would you say McTominay's contract? There was a time when McTominay was probably earning more than Mo Salah. 65,000.
Yeah, I'd say. Before he
what
got
am I working for? In terms of hunger-wise, I'm not gonna. You can't talk. That's why I tell you I don't like the hours of training, or I'm not happy with what you call it. You know how they say they're not enjoying the training regime, bro. You know how lucky you are to be here. But a lot of players get to Man United and think it's all done. I've achieved that mission. Not thinking at Man United, you're only really rated if you've won something at this club. You know, and a lot of them haven't won anything.
I just found a thing from the Mirror. Obviously, it's give or take a few thousand. Brandon Williams has signed a new contract. This was when he signed his new deal in 2020, August 2020.
Yeah.
He signed a contract with Man United until 2024 with the option of a further year. And that was in 2020. So they give him a 5-year deal, 4-year with an extra year, give him a 5-year deal. it will see his wages rocket from £4,000 a week to around 40 grand a week, rising to 60 grand under the terms of his new deal.
Right? Do you think that's right? Do you know how mad that is? I saw Twan was at this club, and I never saw him like. I don't think I saw him play more than 6 games.
No,
Twan nice in life in terms of just financially.
Absolutely,
Financially,
yeah.
I know there's a lot of money in football.
But he had a lot of injuries as well.
He had a lot of injuries, but I'm just saying that when the club doesn't even realize, I think did Twanzebe leave on a free or something? All these players,
he's gone Ipswich. Yeah.
We're never getting a situation where where's our Cole Palmers? Like even if we sell Hugo, I'm trying to see P's. Is he got like a mad youth record or something, or under like the under 21s record or something like that? He's been like Hugo in terms of he's a graduate through the system, the Man United system.
Yeah, he's academy graduate. Yeah,
and what like is he a bagsman? Has he scored loads of goals? Because I know he's quite highly rated.
He's done okay. He's highly rated. I don't think he's like done a madness, but Williams is 65k a week. 22-year-old has entered the final 12 months of his 65 grand a week contract, though has the option of an additional year. So Brandon's just been on loan for a couple of seasons. Where was he last year? Can't remember where he was. Oh, he went Norwich and it went shit, innit?
Yeah.
I remember that. Obviously at Ipswich now, who they've done well and then they've dropped off. But that whole time he'll still be collecting between the two clubs, whoever's got to pay it. 65 bag a week.
Yeah,
Madness.
and this is
Insane.
it. Cotty Jake says the greatest thing here. Wait till our fancy their favorite player being sold because ain't good enough, or they don't suit the way you play, the way you want to play. That's the real one. But
because that's what Omar's gone. That's what he's on. That's what needs to happen. Yeah.
We have to accept that though.
Yeah.
We will accept that. We'll accept that easily.
Speaking of changing stuff around, there was reports today about Casemiro and Wan-Bissaka getting interest from Saudi. Mainly for the summer. I mean, it'll take a big, massive bid for it to happen now. But in the summer, can you see that? Wambi?
Doing it.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka's agent held further talks with United earlier this month, but the outcome was not positive, said Chris Wheeler. Al Nassr are lining up an audacious bid. This is from Chris Wheeler. An audacious bid for Casemiro and Wan-Bissaka. Man United are open to selling Casemiro this summer if they can recoup a chunk of the 70 million they paid for him. In addition to Wan-Bissaka, Al Nassr would like to attract Casemiro. United are open to selling him in the summer.
I'm doing it. It's got value. It's that like that time when I wanted to sell Fred because I knew that there was money there. Yeah. I knew there was probably more money in selling Fred than selling McTominay. Not saying that they're not, but the money, like, it makes sense. I'm doing it. He has to, like, Casemiro, he's good for us. I think he's a good player. It's not, but then if we're going to change, we have to do all of these things. And, bro, I'll be honest with you, someone like Rashi, I got my eye on him as well. Again, I got my eye on him. If I'm yeah, absolutely. He's not out of the picture.
What about Bruno?
Rashi has to be. But then anyone. But then my thing is, I believe that Bruno, I still got hope in what I know Bruno can do. But then if I'm going to cash in and make some money, bring some money into the coffers, because FFP is real. Right now, we're in a January transfer window.
PSR, bro, they changed it. Profit and sustainability rules, fam.
There you go.
PSR.
Profit and sustainability rule. It's real. Like, you can already see in the league, you're like, wait, this January window is quiet.
Newcastle can't spend no peas.
Newcastle with all the money in the
world. They don't
make
that much money, and they got to loan out to do this. That's why Chelsea done a madness, loaning out bare people, selling bare people, academy prospects, etc., etc.
Yes, thing is looking about what do you call it? Like even
Forest
Chelsea
and Everton going to get licked down.
Is it all about money though, KG? Well, the funny thing is, you look at the situation that we find ourselves in, Flex, yeah, and with all the money that we spent, with Casemiro, Varane, and all the Ghost Ray Phantom, all the things you want to say, we're still in the position we find ourselves in the league.
Correct.
So, like, where's the value in that? We're a mid-table team with the most expensive, the most expensive assembled mid-table team in world football.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. We're a mess. And this is why I think you have to be optimistic, I think. I would say that. I would say that someone like him's coming in. I've done a little piece with a City fan, Steve McInerney, from a Steam company. He's a Manchester City YouTube content creator, and I wanted to get his perspective. Like, all jokes and banter aside, I wanted a serious chat about like Omar. And I won't say too much because obviously it's coming out tomorrow. I don't want to say everything that's in there, but he was saying he's been part of our team. That's been a well-oiled thing. He's proper. Like,
Yeah.
like he knows our whole secret. He's part of the thing. Like, Pep always speaks about him in first name terms. Like, he always rates him. Like,
yes,
he's a guy. He's a big part of what we've been doing.
Joleon Lescott said something about him. Have you seen the Joleon Lescott message?
I haven't seen that one. No, what did he say?
Let me see if I can bring it up.
KG sources. I like when KG goes into his get the quotes. It's not just vibes. Sometimes he does the journal thing. KG.
Hey, listen, I saw it the other day. That's like, oh, Joleon, well done.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Here you go. Joleon Lescott. On what do you call it? Omar. Manchester United hiring Omar Barada from Man City as their new CEO looks like a masterstroke. Omar's a very impressive guy. He's a great person to work with and someone I've shared a lot of insightful conversations with during his time at Etihad. His background is business-based and more focused around the structure of a club, so he'll provide stability and a sense where it's needed. He's been a big part of the progression and growth of the City Football Group, so it's a top acquisition for United and a sensible one. This is what Joleon Lescott is saying, bro. He, like, these men, even the hatred, like, even how he's feeling, the partisan feeling, we know who this guy is. Are you with me? So, like, that's what we're bringing into Man United. And let's not forget, yeah, we still got, what do you call it? Blanc. That's going to be on the part of the board as well.
Eyes and the ears on the ground.
We got Blanc. We got this guy. We got Brailsford that's just watching everything, just saying, right, what's going on here? You got Ratcliffe that's put a big investment of his money, and he doesn't want to look like a fool. These guys are now bringing, what you're getting upstairs is relationships, contacts, and if you bring in Dan and what do you call it, Mitchell as well. Now, when you pick up the phone, you know you can't just take these guys for a ride because they'll be like, wait, how much? Ed Woodward would say, whenever Ed Woodward called, he's giving them what they want. Ed Wood was flying to Barcelona to have conversations about a player. Why are you flying there and coming back with nothing?
Ed Wood John Murtaugh was coming back with sangria.
Them man flew to Dubai, Saudi. Them man flew to Saudi and came home with nothing. Not even common sand that you could have just said, you know, I was there, you know. These men went there and they said, no, we have nothing that you're offering. While Chelsea offloaded the world. Come on, man. Enough's enough.
And we've got to get a lot better at the way that we operate. And that's how it's going to happen. And that's why I 100% agree with you. And Marcel's 100% KG. Anybody can get it.
Anyone.
You know, like, that's the energy I'm on. Like, there's no, of course, like, on a human level, like, I like a lot of these guys. You know what I mean? When I see them in the training ground, and you do, and you see them at, like, that's all cool. It's all cool. But in terms of building,
they're saying that the Bayern guys,
so just gonna coming on. Joleon Lescott, exclusive. Coming on.
Joleon's gonna come on.
Yeah, in person or oof, we're gonna find out the real.
Hey, you know when your book is the black book is working.
The contact list is
contact list is getting strong.
Oh my god!
Nah, you got Joleon coming on. Flex. That's hard. Can you imagine, bro? I respect what's going on these fan channels, you know, because it
brings everything together. That's what we have to think.
It's mad, bro. When I saw you sitting on what was it? Reuters. You was doing that. What do you call it?
What?
I was finished. Bloomberg doing that. Mad. I said, imagine, bro. Think about how we met, yeah. And now, like, the fact that can happen, that you can say, you know what, let me get this first-hand source and bring the person in, That's mad. Even the fact that I still find it mad because obviously as a United fan, Rio's just a legend to me, innit? Like
Proper.
even when I was
Same.
when I went to the BAFTAs, I saw Rio and I got a picture, but I was like, bro, you're Rio Ferdinand, fam.
You're real.
My happy days. You're a huge part of it, fam. So the fact that you just know him is mental to me.
As far as mental to me as well. Do you know what I mean? It's mental to me as well. You got to take this stuff in, like, just be humble and just pinch yourself every day with this stuff because it ain't normal. Like, these are people that, especially for our era of watching football, these are guys that played through that whole era that we've just grown up watching, from Darren Bent to Jermaine Defoe to people like Descott to Rio to Anton Ferdinand to Danny Murphy to Agbon Lahore. Like, even though people say things in the media, "Oh, cuss this," but like, these men had real life careers for time. Like, it's mad,
bro.
It's crazy.
Even like sometimes, because obviously this job, this is what we get to do, which is a blessing, right? But then you saw my first tour. I couldn't get myself together. I'm looking at players thinking, "Raw, I've never been." Every time I saw a player, I was gassed because I'm like, I shouldn't even be in here.
Yeah, you know, like that. Like,
I shouldn't even be here. The fact that's mental. It still blows my mind. There's moments when I'm like, I can't believe this is what's happening. And then YouTube fan content has got to this level where now you can message Liska and say, "Hey, come talk to me about Omar." That's mental. But anyway, let's move.
But well done from you though, because I didn't know he even had that insight with Omar. Like, so that's you. That's you. Tier 8. Listen,
I want to say tier 7, fam. I want to say tier 7. But it's good, and I'm glad that we can give back to the community.
Perspective, because that's what I was gonna say. It ain't about like trying to go there to take a selfie to post up, to say, "Oh, look," it's like bringing. I want to use those things to bring to us. Like, we want to just find out more. It's about bringing it together for that to hear first person perspective of people who actually. Yeah, so I didn't know that. Here you go. Red Baron says, "KG, our fans won't accept it with players leaving. The Sancho thing caused divide. We're all player FC. We never learn as fans." Aaron King says, "Do you think Anthony will score a goal this season?"
Sell him straight to Saudi. Sell him. You got to be ruthless, bro. The fact of the matter is,
these players have to want to go there as well. And Anthony's like 23, isn't he?
Bro, you are leaving this club. You got to tell him under no certain terms. You see how when where the manager doesn't get grace, especially with the Sancho dealings. Everyone said, "How do you treat Sancho like this when you have that?" And you know what? You can't refute those claims. Those charges are big charges. Because you see my man, he's not even doing a spin move on the thing anymore. He's doing nothing. He's doing like I could only imagine, like, if I was a youth player watching him, I'm not in awe. I'm like, I could take his shirt. Facundo wants his starting shirt and feels that it should be mine. Ahmad, all of them looking at him like he's food. Them man are the understudies and saying, "How are you here on that?" And he's on super wages. He's got to go.
Ivan went on a ban. Anthony had 0 goals and assists. Tony came back, and Anthony still has 0 goals and assists, and Tony scored straight away. But obviously,
it's not even about that. It's not even about goals. It's not even about that. But I'm talking about
level of play,
impact on the pitch. I was really excited about this signing. I thought this guy was going to be incredible. But then the mistakes are there. And what I saw when I knew that his career is done at Man United is, I remember he came on last minute in the last game we played against Spurs, and Rashford got clapped off, and he got nothing.
Just nothing.
It wasn't even
not booed. Just
not booed.
Mute. Nothing. Yeah. Silence. Just that's worse.
That's what. Nothing. No emotion.
Nothing.
There's nothing. Like there's nothing at all. That's
I spoke to one of our former players.
Yeah.
And they were just talking about training. Recent they are. I'm not gonna say who, obviously. But like, they were just giving me insight into like the training and that, and just like saying like, Anthony's just, I've never seen Sancho be worse than him in training. That was the actual line. I went raw. Ross. Might have to might have to readjust the Sancho. But no, I was like, no, move, man.
You don't have to
nah,
readdress it.
I did say that. I said, I moved because he still shouldn't have done that. But they were like, nah, Anthony's not. It's not it. It's not it. And he has been dropped since. He has. Like Hanya says, he has been dropped.
And I think, obviously, confidence low. Like, this is the thing. I was hoping and waiting, but I can't be as harsh as on Onana and not treat not Mark and Anthony.
Everyone's got to have the thing for it.
The same thing. You have to we have to be real right now. Like, these guys are not like, they're not looking like Man United players, unfortunately. And I don't recognize a lot of these guys that are supposed to be Man United players at the moment. Now with Garnacho, I see something. Kobe, I see something. Bruno, he's got enough credit in the bank for me, just enough. So Bruno, I'm cool. Yeah, and even now, uncomfortable one, sure.
Just want better. Fabrizio Romano said, how long ago was this? It's about an hour ago, but it was today anyway. Man United are more than interested in Eric Maxim promoting. They had talks with his agent to discuss a deal. United have a very good relationship with his agents and are informed on every point of the deal. Bayern Munich haven't given the green light for him to leave yet. You haven't now?
We're going to get promoting. We'll get Chipo. That guy's had an incredible career, fam.
Yep. Right, Dendonka's going Napoli. Ross, didn't know that. Yeah. Kieran Trippier, they're trying to get him out bad. You know, he's just trying to catch up on what's going on. Yeah. I don't know.
Has any players got credit in the bank for you? That you say, you know, you might.
The young ones. So I've invested stocks in. The only players I'm interested in is Kobe, Garnacho, Højlund. Them three. Martinez. That's 4. When you're saying what, make them stay and make them survive?
Yeah, like they could. Or like they could survive. They could survive for you, like a light survival rate.
I'd say, Luke Shaw again. If we went out and bought a new left back to get like better, I wouldn't be like, nah, you can't. I would be like, cool. The right back situation was talking about today about Wan-Bissaka and Dalot and like where we actually are. I'm like, Dalot's better than Wan-Bissaka. He is, and he's starting to show it now. Like he is, but Owen made a good point, which I agreed with. I'd probably want Dalot to be the guy who can play left back, can play right back, and come in when we need, and then you go and get the one. So maybe Wambi, we love him, but maybe he does have to go back to Palace or do what he needs to do. So Dalot, if we got better than that, I'm not mad. So no. So I've listed 4. Rashford and Bruno. They're weird ones.
Bruno's good, even with not in this team, like even
he does. But you can't, bro. He does do a lot of things. Rashford gets like a lot of treatment because fair play. He does a lot of madnesses. Bruno does a lot of madnesses, bro.
He does,
and the way he leads the team is not always good, bro. Like I'll be honest, we see it. We can't just be immune to it because we see it in person all the time, and we can't be. And me and you, I'll challenge you to this. Me and you can't be immune to this or biased because when we've seen Bruno in real life, like he fucks with us, innit? Like he has
he's
time
a nice guy. I like him.
Do you know what I'm saying? He's a wicked guy. So is Dalot. But this is what we have to separate, bro. Like, and this is why, to be fair, and this is, me, we don't like shying away from talking about the real shit. This is why some, content creators and stuff couldn't give a toss about meeting any of the players because then it becomes like, it might cloud your judgment, or I don't want to think of him of what type of person is he like, X, Y, Z. I just care about the football. Some people are like that. We've been lucky enough to be around these guys and be around these players, and as men and as humans, great. No one's.
And he's a nice guy. Maybe
he's a great guy, but like leave that and just think of the football, bro, of how he's leading us and what the kind of impact he's having. Hasn't been the best, has it? Hasn't been the best. Could you go and buy someone who's different to that, who would help us play in a different way? Probably. But could you get the team to be perfect behind him where Bruno's the icing on the cake and you only have one type of player that does that? I think our problem is we have quite a few players who are doing their own thing or don't really know what's going on. Maybe if the team was perfect and you had a Bruno, maybe even not as the captain, but you had a Bruno to just source. And behind him, you've got techie players behind you. You've got lungs,
because you don't want to.
So you can drop a Bruno in.
You don't want to have a situation.
Wentmos says our problem is we have Bruno. No, that's why I said tech. That's what I'm saying. Like Kobe Mainu and another one who's got lungs and tech and can keep the ball proper. But a lot of people see Bruno as an issue in his own entity. A lot of people feel that. If we had a different type of attacking midfielder who helped us keep the ball better, who was, a bit more technically sound, a little less rash, less star quality in terms of always get the goal or the assist thing, but just played the game in a different way. These are things we have to think about. Bro. We have to deep it.
No, Bruno's. You have to be fair. Like, he hasn't been the player that I know. He hasn't been. But like, the little part of me is like, I know there's quality. I know you're a quality player, but then I don't think how we play as a team. I don't think with what we have on the wings. I don't think it's so simple with Man United. Stop Bruno, you stop the team.
Bruno's basically Westbrook.
That's crazy.
Man.
That's true, but then it's almost, in a sense, you triple double. Yo, that's mad. That's a good. Yeah, that's real.
You know what's kind of in there.
Plays at the right,
but like, it just doesn't come off. And you're like, but how though? I know you're good. That's the Westbrook.
I think I'm just, what do you call it? That's mad. That Westbrook one is crazy because Westbrook, he's gonna get the triple double, but you look at all the stuff he missed and all the turnovers.
Yeah.
You can't tell me Westbrook's not a good. You can't tell me Westbrook's not been a great player.
Of course, Russell Westbrook's a good player. Of course he is. Exactly.
This is what I'm saying, and I think with Man United, there's got to be a way to harness and get the best from Bruno. I don't think we built the team with that in mind. Okay, he's my star player. He helps make how we tick and stuff. I need to build.
But it's moved on from, that's the problem. When we got Bruno, he was the savior. Everything went through him. We had Pereira in the 10, sometimes Jesse Lingard, sometimes Mata. We needed a savior. It was mainly Pereira in the 10, actually. And he came in and it was just everything through him. Free kicks, pens, everything. Impact. Now we're seeing that we're past that and we now need to play in a different way. I think we're in a territory where I've always said, even in Bruno's best moments, so I haven't shied away from it. I've always said, I wonder what it's going to be like if his goals and assists dry up. How does he help us? What does it look like? That was always my question. Was it not? Did I not always say that one? And I think we're seeing now, like, it's not conducive to a certain playing style, but it is conducive to a different playing style. Because he's a good player. You can't say Bruno's rubbish.
Yeah, because in the Portuguese team, he don't even play him. They play him further back, and it works.
Yeah, but he's played further back for us. So McTominay goes forward as well. It don't work. Josie says, I don't think United can avoid looking to move Bruno on. He'll be 30 next season, and the squad needs a complete overhaul. Bruno can't be untouchable. Soem says, what has Shaw achieved at United playing 10 seasons?
Mental.
Jamaican United says Bruno is a worse captain than Maguire, and that's saying a lot.
That's ridiculous. And that's ridiculous. Bruno's a worse captain than Maguire. Everyone was like tired of Maguire. Get that thing to. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, and that's the little things. It's like Bruno somehow lost, even when he was the vice captain. When he was like wearing the armband last season, he was a better captain then. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. It's like he's got the actual armband and the curse, and then look, Maguire's good now. But I wouldn't say he's not a worse captain than Maguire, but his impact clearly since he's been captain has been non-existent. I'd say we haven't played better. He hasn't taken the ball by the horns and led this team to, do you know what I mean, to greatness. So, and his own thing has kind of dropped off.
I think. Do you reckon that this team could be better though if we get a bit more impact from wide? The wide players. Our wide players have got like one assist or zero. The fact is, you stop I get like Bruno is easy to like. We can talk about Bruno, and he definitely needs to be discussed. But stop Bruno. You stop Man United. If we're being honest,
have Eze or Bruno. There's a lot of thinking going on there, boy. It's not really unanimous straight away for the guy.
Like Eze though, the injury issues. I feel like everything you got to put in injury tax. Eze will come here and
yeah, but so what you saying? But Bruno ain't missed a game in about 100 million years, though. So, but look, we're still having this conversation. So that the fitness can't just be used because Bruno's been available. It hasn't been injured once. But look, we're still saying this. So you still have to talk about the quality. Give me Eze, but he hasn't proven enough to replace Bruno right now.
That's it. You can't.
And with that,
can't just say Eze.
I think Eze. However, if we just dropped him in though, if we just dropped him in now as this
because this club, that's what I'm saying. You lot are disrespectful. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't just say it's hard. This club is Bruno's the only player that's come to Man United and done. Bruno's the only player that come to Man United and went up as a player.
Eze can't talk to Bruno. He can't. It depends on what you want. Like he is a better ball carrier than him and at dribbling, of course he is. But that final product, that like Bruno's a lot of quality. To be said, Bruno, a lot of bits of quality does show like ball round the corner, first time ball, Rashford's in or this player's in. What a ball from Bruno. He does do that a lot. The problem is that all the jing bang bits in between that is crazy. So Eze might not do the ball defense splitting lines, wicked switch round the corner thing, but for 75, man. I'm just saying for 75, 80% of the game, he's going to play the game in a way that you want to see. Madison, he's been injured a long time, but look what he was doing just before he got injured. He was like, Ross. That's what you. When I look at Odegaard sometimes, and I know we can say sometimes you don't, come into big games, and so I'd rather have the guy with the most assists and goals. I get that. Bruno's clear of that. But sometimes when you see the way Odegaard just moves with the ball, the way he plays the game, and Arsenal are on the attack and the ball's just flowing through the midfield. But that's a system thing. It ain't just one guy. But these are you're going to come off the stream and you're going to be in deep thought. You're in deep thought.
Nah, because
Bruno's deep in bad stuff.
No, Bruno's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite players.
I know he is. I know. But when you say drop the player FC thing, you have to say you can get it.
I know. But
you did the Rashford can get it, but you was like, but Bruno though, he can stay.
No, but I don't want to do this thing where because I feel like we should get money. I feel like we should really cash in. I think something for Rashford is like.
What if someone come in 45 million for Bruno, 50 million for Bruno?
45 million for Bruno.
Yeah. What if someone come in for that? 50 million.
How long's left in his contract?
Don't know actually.
That's all counts. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. Honestly, if I'm being real with you.
But why don't you know? What do you mean?
I just don't know what to do because I just
extension for 2026 with an extra year to 2027.
Because I don't want to be that person that just this is his one season where he's like this season.
Oh yeah, wait, Bruno just signed a new deal. What are we talking about? He just signed one just before Eric got here, innit? Year before last. Remember they did it before under Ranić before Eric came in.
This is one bad season. I don't want to act like every season he's been like this. That's the only thing. I don't want to be a victim at the moment because it's not going well this season.
He's got 3 years left on his deal. Well, 2 years and then the trigger for the extra year. So he's got 3 years left.
I don't know, man. I got to think about it.
Larry says, Flex, I disagree. A quality player shines through regardless. How many bad teams did Gerrard play in and how many times was he shit?
I don't know.
KG looks so uncomfortable. We've come to the end of the show. Guys, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Where did we get to with likes, actually? We didn't even have a big push. That's a disgrace in the cheat. We got to 248, which we should have done more. So please smash a like on the way out. Because it will go a lot. It will go far for helping out the channel.
I'll go get my child.
Yeah, I hear you. Do your thing. I'm wrapping up now. Sentiment FC. We need a proper clear out. There you go. Or do we just want to keep our favorites? That's why we are divided. Guys, we'll see you soon. Loads going on. Loads of talk. I think we've got to revisit this.
Lex, please score.
The wrong button. Take care. Peace.